Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Steven. You know, it's been at least a couple years and I think my very first video was on the Toyota Tundra. So we're going to do a follow-up and answer all the questions I've received over the last couple years and talked about how that vehicle right there has been holding up. All that coming up right now. So we'll start with an overall walkthrough of the exterior. This truck has transformed a bit since I did my first video. You can't really tell on the outside, but my use of it has transformed. It has become primarily our tow vehicle for the Airstream, and I've made a couple modifications from that first video, but we'll just talk about the exterior overall. I did purchase this new, it's a 2020 model, and it did come with some paint protection film. It ends about there. It's not you know, full hood or full fender. There's a little bit on the fender there. That has held up pretty well, but overall, I mean, the front paint has held up very well. All towing highway miles mostly lately. As far as mods go, TRD skid plate, see that down there, maybe. You know, one of the first videos, I've actually made a video dedicated to the Elka suspension that's on it, but we'll go ahead and see if I can zoom in there. Get it to focus. Dirt King upper control arms, Elka 2.5s, the dual adjustments. I'll put a link in the description for that video where I cover that. The wheels are Stealth Custom Series Ray 10s. The tires are 295/70/18 Toyo ATs. That combination has been great. Just coming here, you know, from overall from towing and just general daily use, that adjustable suspension has been awesome. I love it. It's held up great. No complaints there. I also did a video since my first video on the RAS HD kit that I added primarily for towing. So it does work with the Elka suspension. There it is right there. So that is RAS HD kit. That comes with two spacers. Mine is set between the two just for, you know, general feel. It handles the weight of the trailer pretty well. And the way it sits, you know, this is a little bit of a slope. I'd probably say it's about a ½ inch higher in the back. Prior to putting that kit on, I could probably reference back to the other video. It sat pretty level. So it did go up maybe 1/4 inch to a ½ inch in the back. Not a ton of exterior mods, some LED tail lights, tough skins, Tundra logo there, but that's overall about it for the exterior. Overall, pretty clean. Popping into the interior, which is what made me actually think about doing this video, because one of the videos I did was on Coverado seat covers, and I get some questions on those, and I think most people know. Let me open the other back door here. Maybe it'll get a little lighter. I was a huge fan of those. Coverado sent me to those and asked me to review them, and I did, honestly. And I wasn't real thrilled about it. Now, seat covers are great. You know, they perform their function, but I just wanted to kind of show how these seats have held up. You know, I don't use seat covers. And I was cleaning this since I haven't cleaned it for the last 2 camping trips. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna show a video of how it's held up, because people say, well, you should put covers on. I get that, like, they definitely have a function. So this is where my 2 little girls always are. You know, they have the food, everything's sticky. These just clean up wonderfully. These seats are the best thing about the Tundra Platinum. No complaints here. It's cleaned up really well. This is one of the rare times I don't have car seats in it. I think I actually had a car seat in it the first video. That was our reason for getting the Crew Max, is just for how spacious it is. Interior mods, I've got the 3D Kagyu floor mats. Those have held up pretty darn well. Happy with those. Personal preference, but I've got the carbon fiber stick-on things here. I like these. They're actually a little softer than the plastic that's below, so it kind of makes the interior feel a little nicer. You know, but not a ton of mods here. I like the interior pretty much the way it is. Inside, I do have the phone charger. They've updated that since I put this one in. There's a newer model, and I do have the carbon fiber. Removed the chrome surround, put in this carbon fiber one, just to you know, tie in with the doors that I put the carbon fiber covers on. So, you know, as far as, I think on that first video I talked about the 3rd gen a little bit, and this is before the 100,000 recalls on the twin turbo V6, but you know, I would still get this truck again. All right, so I had to cut there and move locations, but I did want to touch on the 2.5 gen versus the 3rd gen. When I first made this video, I said, I think the 2.5 gen is still the truck to have, and I still believe it. You know, we've had 2 years, the 3rd gen's been out, maybe 3 now. You know, my video was done before the 100,000 engine recall that Toyota placed. There's advantages to those 3rd gens for sure from a technology perspective. They're much more updated, but for actual truck work, I think the 5.7 V8 is still hard to beat. Now, if I was Toyota, and I don't know why they aren't doing this, or they chose not to do it, I would have taken the 5.7 V8, I would have put Toyota's D4S direct injection on it that they have in the 2UR GSE that's in the ISF, the GSF, RCF, and LC500, put the 10-speed transmission behind that, and that would have been a hell of a powertrain. Update the 5.7, keep that V8 option. They could still do a hybrid even in that configuration, just like they're doing with the 6-cylinder. Put that electric engine between the engine and transmission. Imagine having that. Imagine if they would have put an updated 5.7 with that 10-speed in it, and it gave it that same Yamaha tune that they gave to the 2UR GSE. I think that would have been a winner. And I understand they wanted to get lower emissions, but Ford still makes a Coyote V8 truck. Chevrolet still makes a V8 truck. Why couldn't Toyota do it? I think they could. I think that would have been a great powertrain option, and probably would have opened the door to maybe something more heavy duty. Take the Tundra, give it an extra 1,000 pounds payload, put that V8 in there with the hybrid or non-hybrid. I would probably buy one, you know, for towing and truck duty, but I don't think that's the target market anymore for this truck. I think they're more, you know, I consider this a lifestyle truck, but it also does a great job towing the camper and truck duty. I don't throw a bunch of stuff in the back. That's what I have a trailer for, you know. But overall, this truck is doing amazing. You know, it's does everything I ask of it. I've had no check engine lights, absolutely 0 issues. Powertrain has been spot on, still on original battery, holding up tremendously well. The AT tires, the Toyo ATs are E-rated. They tow great. If you put alternate tires on your truck, look up the load ratings. I usually run these a little bit higher air pressure when I'm towing, and then I'll lower the air pressure down when I'm not towing and it rides a little better. The tire manufacturers have tables of the load ratings, and all you have to do is, one, know what your truck weighs, or know what the rating was on that inside door jamb for the OEM tires, and just inflate your new tires to that same load rating, and it should ride great. So overall, this truck has been awesome. If you have any questions on it that I didn't answer, I think I covered all the mods. The RAS HD that I've added since the first video still has the tonneau cover on it, although it comes off a lot when we're camping, throw extra stuff in the back, but it comes off and on pretty easy, so no complaints there. But yeah, hit me up, still going great. Just want to do a quick update. I know it's been a while since I released a video. I've been so busy camping and pulling the camper around that I thought, you know, follow up on the Tundra would be great for fans of the channel. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again later. Take care. Bye.